big on fighting these days, but I don't call the cops. And I'm not big on scrapping lately. When I start, I don't stop. I just need one more person to hate me. Talk that talk. One more problem might make me kill them all. I'm a heartbreaker, kicker. I'm a hot trigger, nasty words. I got two fingers for kissers. I'm a dirtbag, no good bastard. Look, it's no more Mr. Nice Guy, so go ahead and get mad. I'll show you how easy I turn a tough guy to a dead man. I ain't your buddy, haters are obsessed fans. If we were buddies, trust I'd crack a bud just like a red can. Bedpan full of piss and vinegar. Head scan said that I'm not crazy, but I'm similar. Let's dance, lead hands, homie, you get slapped fast. Trust me, you're a midget, I'm a monster. Every slap I throw's a finisher. I just need one more person to hate me. Talk that talk. One more problem.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Welcome everybody to another National Parks tour. Today we're headed over to Shenandoah National Park. It's not far from the one we just left, which was, which valley? I can't remember. Oh, my brain is totally fried. But we're on the way to the next one. First part of the flight's pretty straight shot, not much to it. You go to about 5,000 feet. If I can keep my screen from freaking out. Everything's freaking out. I have no idea what's going on. I dialed to adjust my altitude slower than death. I think we can go to about 4,000 feet, maybe 5. Be safe. And it's odd numbers. We're heading that direction. We're going to climb at about 800 feet per minute. Pretty simple flight today. The first part. Get some hellos out of the way. The ever-present Zenon and William Kelly before Gunner and Icarus is flying along. Welcome, Grumpy Old Bastard Squadron. If my phone rings, let's get this out of the way now. If my phone rings, I will probably have to go. Just so you know. But I hope it doesn't. But looking, if it does, I have to go. Please understand. It is what it is. So let's get this show in the air, shall we? Since farting around today, I want to get to the second part of this where I'm going to be flying a Cub Crafters X-Cub. They are still in pre-public sale if you're interested. $5 a share. Minimum purchase $400. Minimum purchase 800 shares. But if you want to own in on a actual aircraft company before they go public, before they go full public on a stock exchange or any of that mess, that's an option. Do not touch the screens. Why not? I want to. Let me try to get the EO autopilot going here. See if it's even going to bother working. No, not vertical speed. See if it's going to get the climb out and get me out of here or not. Should. Go on, swing out back over the bridge we went under the end of the last one. Such a great little plane. That's why a lot of people put my flaps up. That would help. They speed a lot. Are you going to pick up the nav or no? Oh, dear Lord. Oh, I saw some short clip about something called Heavy AO. The talker was, oh man, that looks like an awful lot of work. Not fun flight swimming. The flood's gone down. But why is my plane not going where I want it to? It's like locked onto, oh, it's locked onto the outer, I see where it's going, dumbass. It's going for the full climb out. No, it's not. Where the hell is it going? Why are you not going where you're supposed to? Yeah, I'm going to shut it right off. We're going to get it back on course. The Flood's doing well. Oh shit. I forget I'm not in the fighters yet, I'm in a Cessna. I have no idea why my autopilot's acting so stupid. You know, that's a terrifying thought about self-piloting everything or self-driving anything. Oh no, it gets a bug and all of a sudden it's like, no, we're not going there today. I am on GPS. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fly back to it and turn it on. That's where I'm heading. I'm on live weather, but not live time. That's why it's a little bumpy out here. Nice having a plane with a fixed prop. You don't have to part around with it. Shenandoah National Park is one of the oldest ones. There was a first round and it didn't make it because there was a lot of political shenanigans going on over this person wanted, this one didn't, da 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 da. Some had more political power than others. And it finally made it in 1925. It has a road that is incredible that I have yet to drive, but it's on my short list. And it's called the Skyline Drive, and that's what we're actually going to be following most of tonight, is the Skyline Drive. Because it runs the entire length of the park and almost all at the top of the mountains up by the ridges. Very little of it's down in the valleys. Well, almost none of it's it's in the valleys. So we will be experiencing that from the air for the second half. What's weird is, like, these lines are telling me I'm fine. These lines lining me up, which is... Let's see what happens now if I put on the nav. It's going to climb, but is it going to get back on track? They're going to... I'm on GPS, autopilot. Is Shenandoah the one with tons of rules for hikers, or am I mixing up names again? I don't know. Shenandoah, like most federal parks, is probably pretty strict on a lot of shit. My favorite one is the Grand Canyon, because I got big signs up the Grand Canyon that says, if we have to rescue you, it is not free, and it lists the cost. If they got to come down with a mule, it costs this. If they got to come down with a helicopter, it costs this. they have a fee chart up before you start hiking, how much it costs to go get your ass. Get a little music going here. Skyline Drive is one that I've spent in my playback for a while, of ones I want to do, places I want to drive. But and it is right down in the mountains, Blue Ridge, which is where I want to live, right here, like the middle of nowhere where there's like no homes. All these little back roads up in the hills near a river. There's it, Chris. Are my lights on? Yeah, they're on. Okay, couldn't see them. Yeah, something like way out here. Screw you. I don't know anybody. No neighbors. That's beautiful. Every state and federal parks that have that, you're not going to want us to come catch you unless you're dying price charts. Oh, They picked up a bunch of hikers up here, some hikers up here, because they were hiking in sneakers in January. Like, you morons. It's frickin' January. So what if it's nice out here down on the ground? It's frickin' sub-zero once you get up in the hills. And lots of snow, even though there's none down here. Looks like the autopilot's working. Pull my speed back a little so I don't ruin my engine. This is a relatively short jaunt. I want to thank everybody for the thoughts and prayers Friday, and apologize again for having to bail early. It's pretty rough news. It was rough to take, and I just couldn't keep going. Thanks for the prayers for my aunt. She's been brought home and on palliative care now, and it's a matter of days. Or hours. So that's why I don't know. I'm just waiting on the phone call. Yep, I'll be that grumpy old man that lives in the woods that all the little kids don't go down there. He eats children. Stay away from him. We'll be what? No. Look at that off-road racetrack. See, all the more reason to come out someplace like this. Grab a 4x4. Yeah, it will be. I already am a grumpy old bastard that lives in the woods. Actually, that looks like that's all logging roads, which also make great trails to ride your four-wheelers on. This guy, I bet, has got a hell of a view. I like being grumpy. It's handy. People leave you alone. There's a lot of traffic out this way. I thought about reflying this gorge, but much longer distance with something much faster for Thursday, because I really don't have a lot of shit planned out this week. Most grumpy people I know are actually quite happy. They put on the grumpy face so you leave them frick alone. If you don't, you invade my happy, and that upsets me. I see the power line cuts, but I don't actually... Oh, yeah, there's... Maybe not. Yeah, I think these got the power lines in it. You can definitely tell you're not in the national park now with all the logging roads. This music just sounds like it's totally effed up. Maybe it's just me. Doesn't sound right. Something's not right with that at all. It sounds better. To reload it. It's like it was on half speed or some shit. So we're creeping up on 500 subs. I'm going to do something, I don't know what yet. I'll come figure something out. Now, potatoes dissolve in soup. Literally, the potatoes, for some reason, just go turn to complete poof, gone, mush. They completely dissolve. I don't know how they do it in, like, canned corn chowder and shit, but my potatoes always die when I put them in soups. Good windmills. These stupid people in DC want to do away with no gas stoves. They do realize that people put them in, like where I live, because the power goes out for sometimes a week at a time. That's why we have gas stoves, so we can cook and help supplement the heat of our house. They have no clue to life, I swear to God. You need my starch. Golden red potatoes, almost always stay chunks. Russets are a lost cause. Yeah, russets turn total mush. But you know, if you use those baby potatoes and leave the skins on them, the real tiny ones, and leave them whole, or just cut them in half, they do pretty good too. I don't like potato mush soup. Then it becomes a stew. If you're going to put potatoes in, now it's a stew. My grandfather used to make refrigerator soup. The end of the week, everything that was in the fridge thrown in a pot. It made soup. So he didn't have leftovers. At the end of the week, he made whatever the hell was. It would have chicken, it could have turkey, it could have beef. Whatever the hell leftover veggies were in there. Big taters are way cheaper. Yeah, there's this whole tiny potato company now. Sells seed potatoes, basically. What everybody else had is seed potatoes. They sell them as seed. Slumgullion stew. But it's what they used to call, well, it's what seed potatoes, what you plant. But they're selling them at twice as expensive as regular freaking potatoes. And it's called the Tiny Potato Company. Fusion. I can hear somebody. Where is he? There's Reaper and Armageddon both hanging back there with Icarus. I could hear somebody up here. Probably Reaper going to tuck in on the tail. Bit of everything. Yep, refrigerator soup. Creeping. I saw him back there. I heard something. There's a Reaper. A little bit of snow here. They got more snow here than we got up on the ground than I have at home. It'd be crazy to be this late in the year and not have snow. But it's down to 10 degrees. I have my wood stoves cranking. No, but I'm saying the size. That if you just save until spring and throw them in your garden, you have potatoes. That's the size they're selling seed potatoes. Which is freaking madness. Oh, hell. What do you want, dog? You just came in. She's gonna pester me. She wants to be petted. I'm talking to other people, not her. Oh no. Oh no. I'm not paying attention to Mad Dog Maddie. It was like the most unvicious dog on the planet Earth. She runs up to you and falls over so you rub her belly. It's literally the extent of what she does. She loves people. She growls at deer and really doesn't like other dogs, which is funny because she's a dog. She's just not real keen on other dogs. It's like she tolerates Stinky, and that's only, I think, just. And that's because Stinky was here first. Their characters, they all have their own totally separate personalities. Yeah, but this crazy ass weather, this one's shedding buckets. But the fur's been coming out of her for 3 months straight. You can't stop it. It's like, okay, I get my winter coat in. Oh my god, it's 70. Poof, there all my winter coat goes. Oh, look, it's back down 10. Poof, there goes my summer coat. I got a new winter coat coming in. Yeah, it's been a crazy, crazy year. Looks like we got some rough weather ahead. Your neighbor has a moose dog, it's a monster German Shepherd, or a huge German Shepherd. I'm going to throw this little shit back outside. I'll be right back. Shit didn't want to go out, she just wanted a snack. Little shit. And Stinky just went over and got in her bed. She's really pissed off now. Oh boy. I guess if that's the worst that's happening today. Oh, I didn't kick my pasture out. What a son of a bitch. I had to play with the lights. How come they flashed bright at once? Now they're like, I don't know. This is quite a river, huh? River Valley. This national park's like the other one. It's long and skinny. I don't know how many acres. What was it? Let me look it up. It's 79,579 acres. The highest mountain is... Oh no, wait. That's 40% of the parkland. That's 40% wilderness area. 79,500 acres of wilderness area. Highest peak is 4,051 feet. What's the actual acreage of it? That's better. 199,173 acres. All in Virginia. Goes through like 5 counties, 3 counties, 8 counties. Never mind. 105 miles long. That's about it. Definitely on my short list of a drive to take. And you'll see why when we get there. No problem is when I shut all this crap off, to get a screenshot. I also shut off the name tags. This is a pretty part of the world. Well, I'm gonna be home somewhere in Blue Ridge someday. Flying Solo, what the hell livery is this? I didn't look at it before I logged in with it. I just picked one that wasn't default, and I guess I shouldn't have. What I should have done is pick that souped up 172. I could have made some serious tracks. We'll see how the live weather does when we're not far. Next week is going to be bring your Mach 1.5 aircraft. So we got some serious ground to cover on the first leg. We have to get from here all the way up to Maine to bring your favorite Mach 1.5 aircraft. It was fun. I was test flying that today to see what aircraft to take up there. And I'm just cruising along, and some kid comes up with the F-35, and I'm in the F-14, and I just pushed the burners and disappeared on him. Pick up a sponsor and fly some livery like a NASCAR team. Not a bad idea to get some sponsored liveries. Then I'd have to pay somebody to make the livery or have them make it. I don't think they're going to pay somebody to somebody with 7 people watching him, and one of them's me. My friend flew a 172. We go flying every month. Loved it. They're such rock solid aircraft, and they're stupidly stable. And with the wing up high, you get a great view below you. There's like nothing bad about them. There he is. He jumped into the chat finally. There's David. But it's like there's almost nothing bad about a 172. It's like super stable. It's proven because it's been made for what, 70 years now or 80 years, whatever the hell it is. Crazy number of years. But it's just such a solid airplane and easy to fly. Fairly low maintenance. You can get a good used one for like 35, 40 grand. For the price of a good car. What's not to love? Yeah, we're going to get some rough weather. What the hell? Liven things up a bit. I also want to apologize I didn't fly at all Sunday. I didn't even turn it on Sunday. Sunday was a throwaway day. Hello, Michael Williams. I hope all is well, sir. Welcome, welcome. We're just chilling on our way to Shenandoah National Park. Where when we get there, we'll switch planes to an old bush plane and fly along the road, Skyline Drive for 100 miles or so. It's such a rock solid little plane. This is a modern one. Let's get the wingtips and the aerodynamic booties. You know they made an aerobatic version of the 172? That nuts. They made an aerobatic capable 172. I've never seen one on floats other than in the sim. I have seen them on skis. There was a guy who regularly had one on skis at living up here down at the airport. In the winter time, he'd go up and land on lakes. But I've never seen one in person with floats. At least not a 172. I've seen the Beaver and a couple of other radials. How much farther we got to go? Not far. This is bullshit. The 200 nautical miles is not what it is. I've learned that. It's close, but not quite. An airport over there? There is. It's over the hill. I don't see it. Good sized reservoir back there. Icarus, Reaper, where'd the other one go? Where'd he go? There's Dave. Now he must be down low in the valleys. I like never fly the 172 in the sim, like hardly ever. This is the first time I've streamed with it. I was trying to think of some different planes. I was like, well, you never fly this one. And like I said, next week we'll have I'm going to use the Tomcat. Like I was saying, we had that F-14 Tomcat, and the kid came up with an F-35 was beside me, and you don't realize how awesome the Tomcat was until somebody rolls up on you with an F-35 and you just light the burners and leave them. You can literally just light them up, leave them behind, gone. The 152? Yeah, that's a pretty much smaller version, isn't it? Newer, older version. Which one's the tail dragger too? They have the Cessna. No, the Bird Dog is a Cessna, but I can't think of the. Cessna makes a lot of good planes. It's probably why they're still in business. The 414, the 441, 410s, all their twin engine jobs, Cessna Citation. Which is all the jets are now under Bombardier name, aren't they now? They sell them under the Bombardier label instead of the Cessna label. Oh, excuse me. They make planes and they make jets and trains now. It's Bombardier. When they used to make snowmobiles, it was Bombardier. Then they got fancy when they started making jets and planes or trains. Imagine that nice long flat stretch of green by that ridge is the airport. I'm guessing. I might be wrong. My lines. I don't know. Thought that was it, but I may be wrong. It looks like you come right off this ridge and down onto it. Why did my mind go blank with the Cessna 152? Now I gotta look it up. Oh, it's a two-seat version of this. Okay. Doesn't have the back seats. Smaller. There we go. Somebody's tucked in there with the same plane. There's a good screenshot if I can snag one. Let's take us back in position a little bit. There we go. Oh, shit. Wrong button. Damn it. Oh, little nav map pissed me off, by the way, if you have it. You might... I went to use it today, and it said update, and I updated it. It dropped the .pln from all the flight plans. You have to add that manually after you save the flight plan off. So stupid. Somewhere pianist for one. Oh, that's got to be over the next ridge. It's got to be over a couple of ridges. Still got a ways to go. Probably up in there. And I'll be wrong about that too. Yeah, we didn't have some nice weather. Might turn on nice weather for the... Put on the clear skies for the next leg. But it is more fun to fly when there's a little bump and wind and the like. So these mountains apparently were formed when they slammed into Africa, the European continent, when it was all one big Pangea. When they slammed together, it crinkled all this up. Ooh, Icarus just got over that ridge down there, it looks like. Why am I not surprised? Got an airport? Nope. Not yet. I feel groups of farms. That guy right there. See that guy? He got a house and a racetrack. There's a smart man right there. Got his house and his own little racetrack going on. Oh man, get permission from some of these logging companies to use their trails for four-wheeling. You could be gone for days up in there. Say, I'm addicted to racetracks. Still have no idea what next season is going to bring. Usually we have it all set, scheduled, and done by now, but we haven't done any of it. So I have no idea where we're going, what we're doing. I know I've got 3 of them booked, and that's it. That's for the whole year. Oh, there's another racetrack down there. Hey Chris, you can go check the racetrack out. A little short track. Short track Saturday night. They had the little local racetrack here had a New Year's Day enduro race. You should play some Forza or something. I don't have the new Forza. I have the older one. But the a good one to play is shit. Oh, for Christ's sakes. It's cheap. Competizone is a new one. What's the old one? Can't remember the first part of it. God damn it. It works really good in VR. Kick ass. What the hell's the name of it? Assetto Corso, that's it. It'll be free after that. I have Game Pass. But Assetto Corso is a great one to race. But the biggest problem I have, I've raced with a couple of people. The biggest problem I have is I hate people who race with their bumper. But it looks great. It's usually less than $10 when it's on sale. And that's for the full package with everything you can get for like $20. And the VR works really, really well. Like I said, I have trouble with people. When I race racing games, I tend to get a little serious and want to stick to it. And there's so many of them that just run into you, dump you off the track. It pisses me off. It's like I'll do my best to avoid the other. No, yeah, like they run into your ass to get you out of the way, rather than pass it properly. So I don't do a lot of that. Besides that, you know what? If Icarus races, he's gonna win. That old bastard. He wins in freaking iRacing against top people all over the place. Yeah, he is damn good at it. So Shenandoah starts here and runs all the way up this way. It's this ridge. Those big long ass barns like that are dairy farms. Somebody going by way up there. Oh, you used a single player mode probably. I'm gonna try to be a police car and force them off the road chase. No, they even do it in Gran Turismo. You watch the guy, one of the guys that won one of the groups this year should have been black flagged and parked for, couldn't get by the guy, couldn't get by him and friggin' dumped him. I put his bumper against him and dumped him. In the Gran Turismo championships this year, he should have been gone, he should have been black flagged. They let it stick and it was like, what? Everybody was pissed at that. It's like, look, if you're going to do that, just nobody's going to want to race your races for the national title thing. Yeah, it is. And that's why I don't race much online with people because it's hard to find a group of people that doesn't want to do that. Like I like Truck Sim too, but the real life where they go in person and meet, it's the game from the PS5. They're playing the game, but it's where they all go in real life and meet for the big finals. You got to qualify on your PS5, and then you're fast enough, you go on, they pay for you to go race at a big race off. Why am I having trouble seeing this airport? And maybe it's because I spent too many nights putting the car back together because somebody bumped them. Maybe that's why it pisses me off so much. There's a number of times I've stayed up half the night trying to get a car ready to get back on track the next day. A friend of mine's car's still not ready from the last race of last year. Kid did about 30 grand worth of damage to it. After he'd already wrecked another car. Well, no, he was the first car he wrecked, then hit another friend's car after pushing two others off the road, but went off the road. So, yeah, 5 different instances in one weekend, and they still let him race. People who race, idiots. They're not right in the head. Of course, duelists, racist. Yeah. The hell is that? Is a mine of some sort? Somebody decided to park up on the tailings pile at the top. Or they just mine the entire top off and they're going to work their way down. Yep, it's a mine. There's a racetrack. We're in West Virginia, but probably not that high up. So it's probably, I don't know. Definitely something, but not coal, I wouldn't think. Usually, well, it could be. But I think it'd be a lot more black. It's going to be one of those where I'm not going to see the airport till way late and then be trying to dive for the runway. I'm thinking that's probably it. Or no, it's on the other side of that ridge. No, can't be. Might be. We're 20 miles out. 10 miles out. No, it's got to be on this side. But it's not. No real life experience with coal mines. Everything here is gravel pits. Lots of gravel pits. We have granite mines here, and most of the iron mines have shut down. But now they want to reopen the old iron mines because there's cobalt in them, and cut down all the trees and dig it up so they could have enough cobalt for their electric cars. Now tell me where that makes sense. We're going to cut down the forest. We're going to blast the mountains away and dig these giant holes so you can have an electric car that's clean for the environment. Okay. Where the frig is this little airport? Is that it? No. I think I'm completely blind. It's right underneath me. That's where it is. I am blind. Like I said. Shut the autopilot off. Pull the throttles back. Which way? Anybody know which way the wind's blowing? Hey, Jerry. Yeah, thanks for popping by to say hi. We appreciate it. Somebody saw the airport. Oh, Reaper saw it. I just didn't. Sometimes I'm terrible at finding airports. Gotta bleed off some speed. Now at altitude. Oh, you have markers on. That'll do her. Shut that off while I'm trying to land. Alright, now our speed's coming off. Turn now. Should have been paying attention inside the cockpit because I got this little bugger. It would have shown me right where it was. Yep, everything's a landing strip. I've lost it again. How the hell did I lose it already? How can I be that bad at this today? There it is. Thank you, Reaper. At least with somebody on the runway, I can finally see that marker. Jesus. Actually, if you want, you can stay right in the 172 and finish flying with that, but I'm going to take the bush plane. A little slower. Flaps out. You use the air traffic control. Nothing wrong with that. I'm totally VFR on this beast. Or IFR. VFR. What the hell am I talking about? IFR. Oh, which one did I put up? I put up a few. And I'm going fast and long. We're not going to land in time. Try to skid it, slide some wind. Slide some off. Oh, come on, you got this. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Video posted the motor racing. Which one? Oh, you have to let me know which one. Because I also post over on the team channel. It's got more stuff in it. No, I survived without. The guy's name. Oh, Christian Sarnecki? Yeah, that kid is good. That kid is maddening good. He's like a team owner's dream. He really is. The kid is, yeah, he blew away those 4 cars on the start. Just insane. And several of them were classes ahead of him. But he's also, why do I have no nose wheel steering at all? It locked. I'm having to steer with brakes. It's so weird. They got nothing. Huh. Oh well. I'm just gonna roll up here. Yeah, he's like 20 years old. The kid, he's just a 18, 20 years old, 19, 20 years old, whatever he is. He was at Sebring International at a 10.5-hour endurance race. Even with the broken brakes, they still ended up finishing third, fourth overall, third in class. So, but he's also, personality-wise, the kid is incredible. He's just such a nice kid. So I'm going to switch over to the other aircraft, the other flight plan. I'll be right back. But yeah, he's a good kid. I can't wait. He's going to go pro. Mark my words. We've pulled out the stops and getting a resume out this year to a couple of different team owners we know. A bunch of us guys. We want to see him in a real car. Well, that was a real race car, but he's got so much talent. And like I said, he's so personable and such a friendly kid. Doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, doesn't do drugs. He's, like I said, he's real personable, so he'd be great for a team. So, he's got so much talent. What am I looking for? X-Cub. That one. I want the gravel. I want my... Oh, for Christ's sakes. I got too many planes. I want the trike gear. I kicked my passenger out. There. I give myself just a touch more fuel. Well, thanks. I'm glad you liked it. I know he sent me the different videos, and I wish it was higher quality, but it is what it is for the in-car. There we go. Oh, I'm glad you liked it. I will pass it on to the kid that you like it. Yeah, kid. He won championship in 2 different classes this year and got maximum points in each class. That means he won the maximum number of races you can win in the season on both in two classes. We keep wanting to get him a test in the Corvette. I want to. My boss wants to, and the kid wants to get in it. But I think the boss keeps dragging his feet because he knows the kid's going to be faster in his own car. So I think that's why he's dragging his feet on it. Because I think he's worried that Christian's going to be faster than him. All right. I like this little plane. Oh, they stay on. That's so weird. Yeah, I get lots of videos. Now this one's nose wheels cranked right off the left. What the hell's up with that? Now we're going to chill for a second. Make sure everybody gets loaded in. I seem to be like the only one here. Oh, there we go. Oh, somebody got the bird dog? Oh, hell yes. I should have brought that. Oh, hell yeah. That's an awesome plane to bring up here, too. I'll definitely let him know that you liked it and tell him to send me some more videos I can get up for him. I will. Gonna have some fun with this bird. We're gonna let the brakes off. We're gonna put the flaps down, like really down. I'm too lazy to get my joystick out. Nothing wrong with a beaver. There's Icarus down there, so he's up. There's the beaver. I think we're ready to go. All 4 of us are here. I'm going to launch this little bugger in the air. I can't do it from behind the plane though. Get the nose wheels straightened out. Hanging on the nose. This is good. It's not as good as the it's not quite as good as the Zenith as far as getting in the air quick, but it'll jump in the air. Definitely got to have this on for this part of the flight. Just got to watch my RPMs. Get her trimmed out. Hey, Mr. Rep Plays. Welcome, welcome. We're about to head into Shenandoah National Park and drive along Skyline Highway. It's rated as one of the greatest roads in the United States. Icarus, my friend, if you didn't roll at least once a video, I would think something was wrong with you. Hope you're doing well this morning, Mr. Brett. I gotta back off just a bit. Don't want to overstress the aircraft. Still a bit of a cold. Yeah, it sucks, but at least you're on the uphill side of it. This thing likes to go too fast. This is the start of Skyline Road. Skyline Drive. Starts right here. The entrance to the national park. Jiggle physics stuff. I'm always amazed at some of the shit that comes up with my recommendations. So this is Shenandoah National Park. Got the Shenandoah River on one side, over there, and the plain and the rest of the mountains on that side after a big valley. Icarus is down there on that side of the valley. But this road tends to follow mostly on top of this ridge from one end to the other. There's somebody got a nice lawn mowed up there. There are a few private homes inside the park, but not many left. Islam and or Tate physical physics, just a sample of what YouTube thinks I need in my life. Radio towers, cell towers. This is in Virginia. So it's on the East Coast, midway. A lot of these are hiking spots and trails. Let's pull off for the hiking trails. It's a beautiful national park. I haven't been, but this is one that's my next trip south. I'm going around this way instead of down 95. But I got to hit a couple of roads that I've found from here, you know, from flying along. There's a couple of roads that I've got to hit. Power lines interrupting the view. That's one of the campgrounds, I think. Looks like it's all squared off. There's the road. Whoa. Or watch it, I'm going to climb myself right out of it into oblivion. Yeah, no helicopter today. I wanted to fly this in a plane. I wanted to take some time myself, enjoy the view. Did you just... Oh, you're stuttering. I thought you hit the side of that mountain. Oh, yeah. I know I'm close to overspeed. I'm working on it. Yeah, the road makes some serious twists. I learned my lesson. While I think this is beautiful, after living in a state park, there's no way I'd buy a home inside a national park. There is some private land still for sale and towns available, but I learned my lesson living in a state park about you're so regulated, which I get the need for, but oh, it's annoying. Like I had to spend an entire year to get permits to make my house smaller and farther away from the river. So I wanted to cut off 5 feet of the house that was towards the river because it was all just old and rotten. And I didn't want to make that bump out anymore. I wanted it to be nice and straight for a porch. It took almost a year to get the permits from the park agency. My dad would never drive this. My dad's afraid of heights. He's afraid of heights and cars. Like he'll ride a ski lift up the side of a mountain and back, no problem. But he won't drive up that same mountain. Oh, it gets crazy. It is what it is. Yeah, some common sense regulation went out the window a long time ago. Yeah, oh, okay, you want to make it smaller and farther away from the river? Okay, here. Yeah, like I said, he'll ride the chairlift up Whiteface, no problem. The gondola, chairlift, no problem. Get in the car, drive up there? Nope, not happening. Who's back there? There's another plane back there. We got 1, 2, 3. There's Reaper back there. Whoa, shit. That's why you gotta pay attention to what you're doing. Must be another streamer flying. Could be, but there's so many more people now. But you also got to realize now we're flying on the east coast of the U.S. on an East USA server, so those are people flying close to home too. Like it's very busy. Like it is around Vegas and LA on West USA server. It's crazy busy. I've actually ran into another streamer. We ran into another streamer streaming not too long ago. I didn't catch who it was though. To the right. Well, the ones up here are Icarus and Armageddon. Right? Icarus and, yeah. Icarus and Armageddon are up there and Reaper's back here. Oh, there's Brizzy Boy. There you are. And Gunner too. Okay. I see you back there sneaking in. Sneaking up on us. But now you can see why this road is on my list of ones to drive. I want to hit the Great Smokies, to drive up the mountain in the Great Smokies. I want to hit this road on the way through. What I need to make is a camper that all folds up inside itself so I can put my little Miata inside the sports car, or inside the trailer, like a car hauler, with a camper set up in it, but something small enough I can still tow it with like a Hyundai SUV and still get good mileage. Then when I get to a place like this, leave the camper parked somewhere and run this back and forth flat out with the with the car. The MX-5. Look at these roads. I'm sure there's not this many trees up here. Once you start to get up this high, the types of trees thins out a lot. I will warn anybody, if you haven't played it already, that Satisfactory is an extreme time waster. Like, it makes entire days disappear. So there is that, if you happen to be out and about. Be wary of that if you're thinking about getting it. I found myself dreaming up new ways to design shit in my sleep. Sleeping, wake up and go, oh, hey, I could do that. I just got to do, I got it now. And I woke up knowing how to, I was going to redesign it. So you got to be kidding me. Yeah, I know, 500. So it's one of those games. There's quite a few people out and about. This is a beautiful national park. Like I say, next week we gotta hit Mach 1 plus to get there within an hour or so. So next week, bring your fastest. We'll cruise over Mach 1, somewhere around Mach 1.2-ish, I'm guessing we'll cruise at. I'm bringing the Tomcat. And then we'll catch a helicopter to go out and check out and probably land a couple times out on the island that is Acadia National Park in Maine. It's one of the much smaller national parks. Then we'll have to get a jet again the following week to get back down to a somewhat reasonable area again. So we'll have some fast jet flights 2 weeks in a row. So somebody had to stick a national park way the hell up in Maine. Oh, that's quite a road. Look at that off ramp. Go from, that's a twisty son of a bitch. There's a lot of people flying tonight. Look at this. There's people sneaking up on us from behind. Gonna chew my tail off. I don't know if I caught that or not. Let's see. Yep. I gotta hear it roaring in there. There's something up. Who is that? His Reaper. Oh. Gunner. Chris. Oh, it's Dave. This is quite a long park. Long and narrow. I was kind of hoping they'd put some more handcrafted areas in some of the national parks, but they didn't do very many. Oddly enough, in St. Louis, the Arch, the gateway to the west, is actually a national park. That's one of our. We'll actually go to that. That'll have to be with a helicopter, so we can just fly underneath it and check out the city of St. Louis. Because the national park is tiny. It's literally just the Arch. But it'll be a while before we get to St. Louis. I think we got 6, 7 more before we get there. Icarus doing a roll, looks like. Look at these mountains. Oh, loving it, loving it, loving it. We're gonna have to see. I'm sure somebody's posted a dash cam video of Skyline Drive. I'm gonna have to look for it. 100 some odd miles, so it takes about probably 3 hours to drive it because most of it's probably 30 miles an hour. Look at that. There's got to be something to fly it, to drive this and fly it, or fly it. Even flying it would be amazing. Eh? Getting jumping on a plane and have somebody fly along the whole road. Of course, you'd probably be a little bit higher up. He'd definitely be higher up than Icarus. He's trying to put his tires through the windshields down there. Looks like everybody's catching up. Oh shit. Every time I look backwards, I almost fly into the side of a mountain. Which is, I guess, kind of easy to do out here in flying directly in the mountains. There's Dave. Oh, look at these homes, eh? I looked at it, they're probably National Park Service motels. I looked at it. But what a place to stay, huh? Oh shit. Probably can't. Come on, the button's getting bad. I have to fix it. Of course, we get to fly Grand Canyon because it is a national park. Glacier National Park is another good one. That's going to be a great place to fly. Yellowstone. Some of the more popular ones, anyways. And a whole bunch I've never heard of or never been to. Or even been by, because I've never heard of them. My dog's getting mad at me. Every time she gets up to leave, I scratch her some more, and she's like, damn it, I'm trying to leave. Look at that. Ah. Oh. That's what it looks like when you come down Fancy Gap. Just, there's mountains, and then there's just a big flat all the way to the ocean. That just stays flat like that all the way out to the ocean. They'll be close if they got... Suicidal Sheep 17. Hired Killer. Hired Killer. Oh, that's, yeah. Yeah. Pascal back there. What is these devs and the violent names? Gunner, Killer, Hired Killer. I don't know if he's flying with us or not, but he's back there. Maybe we'll take his helicopter if he's got an update to it. Up in Maine next week. This must be one of the small town areas, because there are a couple of small towns that are in the park. That were there before it was made a national park. Seriously, dog? As soon as I let go of this steering wheel, I'm going to crash. You want to go out. Okay. Oh, I'm not too far off course. Sorry about that. Get over here, get back on course. There's a parking lot for something. A lot of parking lot. That's a hell of a rest area. We better land soon. I'm out of tea. At least I got a ways to go, don't we? Not too far. Oh, those giant looping parking areas. Starting to get into... Well, that's a hell of an interchange, that is. It's like the other one. Pretty epic. These mountains are long lines. It's weird because the mountains I'm used to are just not in lines. Like the ones I'm used to aren't quite as organized. They're more haphazard mountains. Oh, there's the road again. There was a couple spots I got away from it because it was running twisty things way down and back up. I wonder if this had anything to do with calling it the Nissan Skyline. Probably nothing to do with each other, but would be neat because it was designed to go twisty car. Yeah, 500, 500. We all hear you. I'll get down even lower, then you won't say it anymore. At least until I go over the next ridge, and then you yell 500 again. See, told you. Picked a couple peaks to go up and over, just because we could. Don't yell at me 500 now. I got trees in my wheels. So yeah, little nav map up after the last update now drops the PLN on all of the files it creates. They work fine, but you have to go in and manually add .pln afterwards. Seems like every time they update it, they break something. So now when you export Microsoft, you have to add the PLN manually, which is a pain in the ass, but it is what it is. Whoop, 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 whoop. Now I'm gonna get the 500. They got too high up. Just 500. And I'm getting bad stutters with you, Icarus, tonight. I see you jumping around on the screen. So, well, we got a minute here. If y'all want to, start throwing in the exclamation. Oh, yeah, Brett, I got games that suck the time away already. But if you want to start throwing in some exclamation points, somebody do the exclamation point ZZ. That sucks in my head the most. Get the Brett out of the way, get the ZZ out of the way. We'll get Icarus out of exclamation point Icarus and exclamation point logo for Cthulhu Head. Get those all spammed and out of the way. All my bots happily on a sober night. And anybody else I forgot. I think there's cows in there. I think it's just cow. Oh hell! I'll get Xenon's because he's flying. So am I. I'm gonna crash. Trying to get his. We're gonna hit. Oh, you got him. Good. Thank you. Fast Cow Productions. We got. I think it's just Brett. I don't think it's Blaze is on there. I think it's just Brett. I think that covers everybody who's here tonight. Make sure you hit all those links if you haven't already, but I'm sure most of you here already know who they are, but in the future, anybody else watching, every one of those guys is either an aircraft developer or an amazing streamer or post some incredible videos. So make sure to check them all out if you haven't already. And the one link for the B-21 is to the free B-21 freighter. And you can fly in the sim. Nice. Just did a roll, and you can tell we're coming up here to the end of the mountains. So it's going to be the end of the national park soon. Whoa! Nice barrel roll, except for the stutter made it look funny. So next week I'm taking the Tomcat because I did figure it out today that if you just Gunner and Armageddon took it the high road out. I discovered when I was testing it today that if you pop your refueling probe out at Mach 1, it pretty much just stays at about, it just steadily gains a little bit of fuel with the burners lit. Mach 1.9. It's like it sucks fuel out of the air. That was sloppy. That was really sloppy. That was no rudder. Try to do a barrel roll because you're too lazy to put your feet up on the pedals because you're sitting back relaxed. Shenandoah River. Lunch Lady Arms. Some of the names, man. Some of the names. Where the hell am I going? I gotta go over this way. Oh, no, I want to stay right about here because I gotta line up to land. Holy shit. Oh, there's the airport right there. Alright, we're gonna land properly. I'm a little too far out. Start down. Do a halfway decent landing, other than like the last couple on streams have been terrible. So hopefully this one's pretty good. This runway, by the way, next week is just long enough to get the Tomcat off, full afterburner. So I already checked that, make sure we could take off, and we're going to land at the a big airport in the city. Oh, there's a twin Navion. Wonder who that could be. Oh, the rudder slow down a little bit more. There we go. That's much better landing than I had the last couple. Much better. Live weather too. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Easy on the brakes. Oh, saved it. Hell, is that a smart car with a forklift on the end? Zoom. Alrighty. So who did we have fly along? We had Icarus, we had Gunner, we had Dave, we had Reaper, we had Mr. Xenon, and I don't know if Mad Cow was actually flying with us or if he just happened to be flying out near here. Well, we did see him, so we'll count it as a win. Thank all you guys for flying along. We had Dave. Thank you, Grumpy Old Bastard, for flying along with me today. Really appreciate it. Mr. Xenon, it was really good to see you fly along. Glad things are working for you. You're able to make it out. And thank everybody in chat. Like we said, we had Mr. Bet Play show up in chat. Who else did we have in chat? We had Xenon, Mr. William Kelly, Gunner, Icarus, Reaper, we had Cthulhu, Dave, we had Michael Williams. It's a new face. Hope they stayed. Mr. Jerry B stopped by. Mr. Brett Plays, Mr. David. I think that just about covers everybody. Thanks for flying along, guys. Really appreciate it. It was a lot of fun. Need more flights like this. I'm enjoying the hell out of this series. I hope you are too. I want to catch him within the background. Thanks everybody for flying along or hanging out with my chat, putting up my shit. And I'll have something together for Thursday that's not the arrows for this week. Got to do something different. Hopefully something a little faster. So on that note, guys, I want you to look out for each other, take care of each other and yourself. And until next time, I'm out of here. Thanks for flying, guys. Appreciate it. Have a good one.